Hello and welcome to the freebets.com Champions League preview. Matt Le Tissier on my left is going to talk you through the runners and riders for this round of 16. First up, Matt, Man City versus Barcelona. A couple of firsts in this game. First time they've met in the Champions League and the first time that City have been through to the last 16. Can they take it further?
It's a massive ask, to be honest. I think, obviously, first time at this level for City. They've had a couple of disastrous campaigns. Finally got through the group and get drawn one of the toughest possible draws they could have had. And add that to the fact that Sergio Aguero is probably going to be missing as well. So a tall ask. Their best chance is going to come in this fixture, in the home leg. They're going to have to, for me to go through, they're going to have at least a 2-goal advantage to get through this tie, and I think that might be asking a bit much. Yeah,
Barcelona, as I recall, last season were down in a couple of the away legs in the knockout stages, but got it back, didn't they? So you'd fancy them to be able to rattle it in a few at least.
Yeah, you would do at home. I mean, they've actually not won that many critical away fixtures in the knockout stages of the Champions League, but they're very strong. They've got a lot of draws and they're very strong at home and tend to turn the ties around there.
Yeah, I suppose if you're a City fan, you might look at the statistic in two ways really, because Barcelona have never won in Manchester, but of course all those games have been at Old Trafford rather than the Etihad. But 17-10 you can get about the home side. Barca, if you fancy them, the same price, funnily enough, and 13-5 the draw. You'd expect goals in this one, both free scoring.
I would have thought so, but this will be one for the accumulators of both teams to score, I would have thought, and I think the value is in the draw for me in this one.
Okay, do you think Barcelona can go all the way in the competition, or obviously we've got Bayern we'll talk about later, but strong enough as they were in previous years or not?
They're probably not quite as strong as in previous years, but certainly any team that's got Lionel Messi in their ranks are going to have a chance of going a long way in this competition. Yeah,
okay. The other game on Tuesday night, of course, is Bayer Leverkusen versus Paris Saint-Germain, another fantastic forward on show, Mr. Ibrahimovic. 21-10 you can get about Leverkusen, 7-5 Paris Saint-Germain. How do you see this one going?
Again, I think this might be a very tight one, but I think Paris Saint-Germain have obviously been in very good form. Got some good players, and obviously Ibrahimovic is the standout one, and I think he might be the difference, and I fancy PSG to nick this one.
Yeah, of course, very strong at home and very strong in the French League this season, PSG. Let's go to Wednesday night now. Arsenal at home to Bayern Munich. Couldn't be any tougher for Arsenal, this one, really.
No, this is, you look at the Man City, Barcelona, and think that's a tough fixture. I think Arsenal have got the tougher one of the two, to be honest with you. Bayern have been fairly dominant this last 12 months, sweeping all before them in their own league, and it's going to be
13 points clear, I think, in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be very tough for Arsenal to, over two legs, to take this one and go forward. I'd be very surprised if they did.
And they, of course, lost 2 games in the group stages, didn't they, Arsenal? Napoli and Dortmund, I think it was. And obviously they had that dreadful result at Anfield. But they've still got a chance, haven't they?
Well, they have got a chance because they've got a lot of quality in their side. But they're up against the reigning champions. The best team over the last 12 months, without any shadow of a doubt in my mind. And it's a huge ask. They're going to have to take a lead back to Germany, and this just shows you the value of actually finishing top of your group. Because had they finished top, they would have been able to avoid a draw such as this.
Yeah. Any faith or any hope, I should say, that can be drawn for Arsenal fans in the fact that Ribery's missing?
That's a bonus, because clearly he's one of their better players, so they can take a little bit of heart from that. But they've got a fairly strong squad at Bayern, so they may not miss him that much.
Mm-hmm. The other fixture on the card, of course, on Wednesday night is AC Milan versus Atletico Madrid. The Man United of Italy, you could call AC Milan this season. Yeah. They're struggling in Serie A. I think they're down to about 11th or 12th at the moment. Indeed, yes. 12-5 for this one.
Yeah, I mean it's been a struggle for them. It's very rare you see AC Milan sat in the bottom half of their division. That's probably they've probably fallen even lower than Manchester United have, and Atletico Madrid have been in good form. Bang up there with the pace setters in La Liga. So I think on form you'd have to fancy the away team in this one.
Yep, Atletico round about 11-8 in the market if you fancy that. So not particularly great news for the English teams, you wouldn't think. Arsenal not favourites against Bayern Munich, and Matt fancies Barca over City. But of course, it's all about how you make the money in this game, and I hope you do that in the Champions League fixtures. Best of luck with all your bets. Best of luck if your teams are involved, and don't forget, all the best bookies offers are at www.freebets.com.